That's right. It's time to get down to some previews here. The San Francisco 49ers are taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The Niners at 3-2 take on and head to Atlanta to take on 2-3 Falcons. This is a game between two teams that, well, are on different sides of things. One's Super Bowl hopeful, one is not a Super Bowl hopeful. Aaron, you will be there for. Sorry, AJ. I'm sorry. I'm so terribly sorry to burst your bubble here. But the Niners are favored in this game, 5.5 points and over under a 44.5. AJ, the Falcons have been surprising a lot of teams this season. There's been a lot of games that they've been very close. They've been looking good. What do you think? What has impressed you the most from the Falcons this season?
Yeah, every game's been very close. I mean, they've been in each game. All 5 games have been a total of 18 points. They've have one of the lowest margins in the NFL at 0.8. So this is what it's been. It's been the resiliency. It's been their will to fight. I've thoroughly enjoyed watching them stay in every single game. To start the season, it's been, they're going to get blown out here. They're going to get blown out here. And they've had a shot to be in every single game. Some have gone their way, some have not. Some have been taken away from them. We won't go into that because I already heard y'all did, and I didn't get to talk to y'all about it for 3 days, so it's okay. But every single game, they have an opportunity, they have a chance. And honestly, it's kind of, for me, the same thought process I have with my college football team. This isn't a team that we came into the season thinking they have a very good shot to win it all or anything. I just need to see improvements from where we were last year and still able to win 7 games for this year. I'm seeing some of those improvements. The offensive line, as far as a rushing game has gone, has looked very good. One of the top 3 rushing teams in the NFL. Obviously, Marcus Mariota has still been sacked 7 times on the season, but he can take some of the blame for that as well. The receiving game, the weapons that we have, honestly, it still needs some work because the Kyle Pitts thing is very frustrating. I understand that he's gotten a target or a quarter of the targets for 3 of the 4 games he's played, but there's a disconnect between Marcus Mariota and Kyle Pitts. And to be a guy you drafted so high and to be a reason that Drake London is supposed to have the season he is and Kyle Pitts should have the season he is, the other reason, and it's not working out, is kind of frustrating. So I've liked to see the improvements, and I'm still a fan of believing that we can get to the 5 and 6 wins that I toted preseason. 2 and 3, last week is what it is. I won't, he didn't throw the 5 touchdowns Aaron predicted on us, so I'm good with it.
Yeah,
Tom Brady, that is.
Yeah, I did expect Tom Brady to do that, and he didn't. I mean, the Falcons were right there in that game, and they've been right there in just about every game that they've played in this year. Not to say that they're like this fantastic team, but they're on the rise, and but they're playing a good 49ers team that comes in with revenge on the mind. Kyle Shanahan obviously spent some years here in Atlanta. He makes his return for the first time, and the 49ers are actually seeking their first win in Atlanta since 2001. They have not won in the city of Atlanta since 2001. Aaron, though, this 49ers team is right back in the thick of things, right back at the top of the NFC West at 3-2. Is this 49ers team legit this season?
Yeah, they're legit. They were legit last year. I don't know. There's not much that's changed, especially now since Jimmy Garoppolo is there instead of a Trey Lance. You have to take the 49ers seriously. They were in the NFC title game a year ago for a reason. The defense is really, really good, if not great, if not the best defense in football. They have a great pass rush. Yes, you're hurting without Nick Bosa, Emmanuel Mosley, and them go down, and Jimmy Ward goes down. So you have to worry how they're going to make up for those losses. But they've always found a way to have that defense be one of the best in football. So yes, the Niners, there's no question the Niners are contenders. The question about the 49ers is, can they win the Super Bowl? And it's because, do we trust Jimmy G enough to make the throw when it matters? We saw it in the Super Bowl against Kansas City. One throw, you need to make it. You don't, you lose. Against against the Rams in the playoffs. They drop an interception. Jimmy G has a chance to go down and win it, and he's unable to do it. So it's really about, can Jimmy G get over the hump of just being a guy that manages games and wins regular season games, wins some playoff games, but not able to carry a team when it matters the most. Because as I've said in this league many times, if you want to win a Super Bowl, your quarterback is going to have to make throws when it matters most. I don't care how good anything else is. There's going to come a point in time on that road to the Super Bowl, your quarterback's going to have to throw you to a win, and Jimmy G has been unable to do that so far. So That's really what the question mark is there. But everything else, there's nothing really to question with the 49ers. They've had running back injuries. They can run the ball. Their defense is great. O-line has been banged up, and they're still playing well. It's really a question mark about Jimmy G in the games that matter most.
Yeah, and it's not I don't mean to talk negatively too much about the Niners because they're having a great season. This defense, like you stated, is one of the best in the NFL. They're tied with the Buffalo Bills for fewest points per game, and they have the most sacks in the NFL at 21. This defense is very, very good. They'll travel to Atlanta though on Sunday. Aaron, you'll be at the game. What do you expect to see? What's your score?
Yeah, well, first, I don't want to gloss over that wonderful intro that we glossed over. Like, this is what happens when you have too much time on your hands. Okay, you start to make intros and don't tell nobody. You surprise me with it coming up. Like, we hear all, this. Okay, that was cute, Vinny. That was cute. We get it. You're talented. Okay, no.
Needed a transition. It's been we're 6 weeks in, and I still haven't created a transition for the.
This is a game.
Jesus Christ!
I get it.
I didn't even know he froze.
I get it. This is a game that I do expect the 49ers to out physical. Like, the strengths of Atlanta is to run the football. The strengths of the Niners, they're not going to allow that to happen. Like, they're very physical in the trenches. I expect them to be physical in the trenches. I expect them to get after Marcus Mariota. And to AJ's point, I think Marcus Mariota has a lot to do with why Kyle Pitts is not doing what he needs to do. And this is why I said I think I'd go to Desmond Ridder now. I know that they're playing okay, but I don't think there's a huge difference now between Desmond Ridder and Marcus Mariota. I do think it's time. But I have the 49ers winning this game 24-13. Low scoring for Atlanta. Just hard to get points on the board against this defense.
Yep. AJ, what about you?
As of late, I've actually gotten closer and closer to the same thought process of Desmond Ridder. Earlier in the season, Marcus Mariota's, they've got 2 wins on the season. He's doing what he needs to do. But from what we saw Desmond Ridder in the preseason, what I've seen from him in his college career, and I know the NFL is different, I've gotten closer and closer to that feeling as well. I think they give Mariota a little bit more time. And if we're, 500 at week 8 or something like that, they may look into it just to get that spark if we're losing games because of turnovers and things of that nature. So I just want to put that out there. When it comes to this week against San Francisco, defense is a little banked up on their side, especially on that front line. And if we had Cordero Patterson, I would be going another direction. I think the 49ers still can pull this out. So I'm going to pick San Francisco 24-20.
Oh, man. Cordero Patterson. Oh, man. That's
the run game has not been the same since he's been out. I don't 1-2 weeks, but still,
I don't think it would matter, to be completely honest, if if Cordero Patterson was in or not. I think it would be closer. I mean, you already have him at 24-20. That's a close game without Cordero Patterson. I don't think for me, I have the Niners in this game 24-17. My score with Cordero Patterson might jump up to what you have there of 24-20, but I don't think that Cordero Patterson makes that big of a difference. If the Niners defense was at full strength, that would be the difference for me. That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying presently structured 49ers, then adding Cordero Patterson and then allowing this rushing attempt or this rushing game to get off the way it was the first couple of weeks. That's kind of where I was going at full strength with the Nick Bosa and the Javon Kinlaw. Maybe I'd be saying it the other way around, but with potentially out all of those guys, I think it would make a little bit of a difference. Yeah. All right. Well, we all got the Niners here. Very easy here. Niners all around.